So yet another of the patented story created problems. So I have solve. Somebody care to read this thing for me? Log base 4.
Of base 3.
Of log base 3.
Of log base 2.
Of log base 2.
Of x.
Of x.
Equals 5.
Equals 5. Perfect. Awesome. What's another way you could write this crap? Using maybe our...
Log base 4 composed of log base 3
Right.
plus log base 2.
Awesome. So we could write log base 4 composed with log base 3 composed with log base 2 of x is 5. That would maybe solve our multiple stacked parenthesis problem.
Yeah.
And actually,
Much better.
although this is super duper confusing looking, what do you do? No. Don't bother putting this in a calculator. You will overrun the memory on a calculator with this, would be my guess. So what you need to do, right, is you've got a bunch of functions happening to x, right? And that's supposed to give you 5. So when you have a bunch of functions happening to x, like if you had, for instance, x cubed times 2 plus 5 was 7, what would you do?
You subtract the 5.
Yeah, you'd get rid of the last function you did by inverting it, and then you'd divide by 2, right? Getting rid of the last function you did by inverting it. You guys see that? You're just applying the inverses to all these functions in the reverse order they happen. Okay, so here I'd like the log base 4 off the outside, right? So I should apply the what function? What's the opposite of log base 4?
Put everything into the exponent of 4.
Yeah, put everything in the exponent of a 4. So I apply the 4 to the stuff function to both sides. That'll cancel the log on this side, the log base 4. So I'll be left with a log base 3 composed with log base 2 of x. And on the other side, what will I have?
4 to the 5th.
I'll have a 4 to the 5th power. You guys all see that? Then what's my next step going to be?
Getting rid of the log.
Yeah, I want to get rid of the log base 3, so I need to do,
Put everything into the exponent of 3.
yeah, I need to do 3 to this stuff. So what am I going to be left with on the left? Log base 2 of x. And on the right, you're going to have
3 to the 4.
3 to the 4 to the 5th.
3 to the 4 to the 5.
Can't you just solve the 4 to the 5th and then put the
I would not recommend doing so.
Okay.
The reason I wouldn't recommend doing so is that by the end, I think you will run into a calculator segment fault. I think your calculator's brain isn't big enough to hold this number.
Okay.
So then what's your next step? You've got log base 2 of x is,
2 to the stuff.
yeah, so you should do 2 to this stuff.
You have x equals
So we'll get x equals
2 to the 3 to the
4 2 to the 3 to the 4 to the 5. And this is a great number, right? Why would you try to simplify this number? This thing, by the way, would tell you something like if you folded a piece of paper in half, if you folded a piece of paper in half 3 to the 4 to the 5 times, it would probably reach Saturn. And actually, that may be a massive underestimate. Cool.
I want to try it.
You want to try it? Yeah.
I wanna try it.
Oh, wait. So
Yeah.
how are you going to punch this in a calculator is the other thing.
Isn't it 2 exponent of 3?
Like this.
Yeah.
I have 1.
I have
Error
no
overflow.
idea.
Error overflow.
Error overflow.
Error overflow. Yeah, my guess would be you probably need parentheses like this. But I'm not totally sure of that.
No,
When you're not sure of parentheses,
Created a little angle and everything, a little ladder. Stairs.
oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, it straight up kicks an error
Error.
back because its brain isn't big enough to hold this number.
It's more than 4,096.
Oh yeah, lots more. Yeah, that calculator should, I mean, it should kick into scientific notation before it does anything else. So it should hold numbers to like 10 to the 15th or something, just fine. Cool, questions, thanks? The only other thing I wanted to mention was when you're trying to shove stuff into your calculator, right? More parentheses rather than less, right? Over parentheses if you're not quite sure.